kingdom. If you are new in this channel, welcome and welcome and welcome and welcome again. So, do you have a busy life? Do you have a problem with acquiring a language or immersion? Do you have a problem with that because you lack time or you lack content for your language, the target language that you are learning, or you feel like doing an immersion activity is a waste of time? Do you have those problems? Okay, in this video that is what we are going to talk about, and I'm going to show you ways to immerse yourself, and finally I'll give you a tip on what I do to immerse myself without like feeling like you are wasting time. Just a small introduction. I am Connie. I speak 6 languages, 4 of which I have taught myself. At home I can speak. I've never gone to those countries, so that's why my main objective is to help people who are learning languages to give them tips for them to be able to learn languages on their own at home. And if you want any course, you can contact me as well. I help you with a course to learn in Swahili. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, let's start. Let's say you have a busy life. You are saying you have a busy life. I have a busy life. I don't have time to study, to immerse myself in the language, okay? So this problem most probably is coming from your mindset, okay? Because your mindset has been programmed to languages is about grammar, so you need to focus on grammar. So maybe you are saying you are lacking time because you are focusing a lot on grammar and you don't have time for immersion. Actually, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you that immersion is more important than grammar. Okay? If you thought that grammar was more important than immersion, think again. Immersion is more important than grammar. So, what I can advise you with this is that take more activities in immersion and small activities in grammar. What I usually do is that I immerse myself in the language. Then the things that I don't know from the immersion that I have done, the questions that I have from that immersion is when I go to grammar, okay, asking myself those questions. Okay, for example, let me give you an example in Spanish. For example, I've listened to an immersion about something, okay, and then I've not understood words like ya sea or ve. I've not understood those words in that language. That's advanced Spanish. Okay? So I'm going to go back to grammar and ask, like, why do people say o sea, or why do people say this in Spanish? Like, I want to understand. So grammar is going to explain more. Okay? Actually, the work of grammar is explaining in detail something that you didn't know. Okay, something that is used in the world that you want, because when you immerse yourself, it means you are immersing yourself in the world that you want to be. For example, if it's about daily life, you're watching videos about daily life. Okay, if it's about travel, you're watching videos about travel, how to speak to tour guides, how to speak to friends, such things. Okay, so when you go to grammar, you will be curious on knowing something that you are interested in. Okay, so that's how grammar helps you. Okay, back to the question. You have a busy life, you don't have time for immersion. As I have told you, reduce the time you are studying grammar and put it in immersion. Do it vice versa. Immerse yourself a lot, and then the questions you get from immersion, go to grammar with them. Okay, and another thing is about subconscious learning. Maybe if you think my problem is not that I'm doing a lot of grammar. My problem is that I really don't have time, okay, doing grammar or immersion. Okay, so I'm going to give you a tip for doing immersion, okay, without grammar. So if you want to immerse yourself in a certain language, look for something that you like in your native language. Let's say your native language is English, right? And you like maybe listening to topics about advice. Yeah, you like listening to such topics. So go on YouTube, search for the target language that you have. Maybe if it's Spanish, search for that those like motivational videos in Spanish, such stuff. After a while YouTube will start recommending to you those videos because the algorithm will notice that you like videos on that. Okay, so when you get those videos, you listen to them while you are doing something else. That is what is called subconscious learning. For example, when you are commuting, of course everyone commutes, okay, you need to walk, or you need to take a bus, or you need maybe to use your car. You are going somewhere, okay? You are going somewhere. Everybody is going somewhere in most of the times, okay? So when you are while you are commuting, listen to those things. Listen to those things. Maybe if when you are walking, you can listen to them. When you are on a bus, just commuting, listen to them. Or maybe if you are doing some house chores that don't require a lot of conscious energy, okay, for example doing dishes, or just eating. While you are eating alone, while you are eating with others, just get together with others. Don't listen to things and others are there, okay? While you are eating alone, just listen to that thing that you have downloaded to immerse yourself, okay? Use activities that don't require a lot of energy to immerse yourself in the language. That's another way that you can, so that again you will not feel like immersion is a waste of time, okay? Question number 3 answered. Okay, the other question is I lack content. I lack content for the target language that I want. First of all, if you are learning Swahili, by the way, I have uploaded a video on Swahili channels that you can watch. Go check the link that will be suggested here or around this video. The link, the video that will be suggested, okay, is talking about the top 16 channels you can watch. I have some channels in Kenya, some channels in Tanzania. Some are for musicians, comedians, okay, musicians, comedians. We have channels for news, we have channels for sermons, okay? So you are the one who is going to choose. And the good thing is when you start watching those channels, YouTube will know that you like this type of content. So it's going to suggest more Swahili channels for you to watch. And it's the same thing with other channels. So when you find one, go watch that one channel, and then YouTube will look for others, and it will bring those channels in your way. Okay, so if you're saying you lack content in your target language, so go look for a channel on YouTube. The way that I have said in the beginning, look for a channel on YouTube for the things that you like watching in your native language. If it's motivation, look for motivation in your target language. For example, motivational videos in Spanish, okay? Or you can go on Google and search motivational videos in Spanish, and then they're going to tell you the channels that maybe offer motivational videos in Spanish. Okay, and that's how you are going to go and grow and grow and grow. And maybe when you get a motivational video, like you find a specific channel, that person can tell you if they have a podcast, or if you're going to get other channels that you're going to get podcasts as well. And that's how you are going to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the language. So are your 3 questions answered? The first one was, I have a busy life, I don't have time. I have told you ways you can immerse yourself. The second one was, I lack content to immerse myself in my target language. I have just told you how to do so. And the last one was I feel like I'm wasting time when I do immersion activities. The response here is that actually immersion activities are more important than grammar activities. I was listening to this polyglot called Luca Lampariello, and from that time I changed my mindset. I started using the method that he was saying. He said in language learning, actually you should immerse yourself, then take questions from your immersion, okay, questions that you have from your immersion, and go search them in grammar. That's how you will easily learn grammar. But when you do vice versa, grammar then immersion, you're going to lose motivation. Okay, thank you Luca Lampariello for saying that trick. It is really, really helping me. Okay, so Now we are going to 4 ways to immerse yourself. 4 ways to immerse yourself. The first one is for the YouTube channels and podcasts. I hope right now you know how to look for the YouTube channels and podcast. And the second one, number 2, instead of just watching grammar videos on YouTube in English, if your native language is English, let's say you are learning Spanish, watch grammar videos in Spanish. Okay, that's one of the greatest method that can help you. I am doing that in Spanish right now. I was doing that in Italian, sorry, and right now I'm doing in all the languages that I am learning. I watch a video, for example, if you are learning Swahili, go watch grammar videos that are teaching you in Swahili. You're going to be wowed how that method really helps your brain to get those stuff, because your brain will want to know. If maybe you want to know a certain grammar thing and you searched for a video and you found a video that they are speaking in Swahili, okay, and that's your target language, so your brain will want to know, like, what's this really? And as your brain wants to know, that's how you acquire. Okay, number 3 is to look for podcasts as you look for the YouTube channels. Okay, the same way. And the last trick that I told you I'm going to give you on retaining specific vocabulary while in listening is using Luca Lampariello's method. Okay, when you go to listen to something, make sure you have a target, like what do I want to capture in this maybe video? Okay, do I want to capture prepositions? Do I want to capture this? Do I want to capture more verbs? So if you want to capture more verbs, for example, when you hear a verb, okay, this is after you have at least immersed yourself and you can understand a bit. Okay, when you start understanding, that's where the magic starts happening. So when you start understanding and you hear a verb, that's where you write that verb in or on a flashcard. Okay, you can go and watch a video that I have just posted on flashcards and books, like to retain words that you get from books, putting them into flashcards, listening to videos, and making language islands. It has a lot of things. Go watch it. It is going to help you a lot. Thank you so much. I hope this video has helped you in some way to solve your immersion problems. If you have any other question on immersion, kindly ask it below this video. Okay, ask it below this video. I'm going to answer it, or if it requires a video, I'm going to make a video on it for you to better understand how to immerse yourself and learn or acquire the language that you are learning better. Okay, my name is Connie. You can buy me a coffee on the link that is down below. Buy me a coffee. Okay, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and by the way, you can follow me on TikTok to watch videos that I make speaking in I speak in Filipino, I speak in Spanish, okay, the languages that I am learning. So I give language learning advice in those languages, but I have subtitles for people who can't understand. I have English subtitles. And if you want a Swahili course, there's a link for you to go check out the courses that I have. They are going to help you a lot. Thank you so much again. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Kindly make sure you go and watch the flashcards and books, how to memorize and retain vocabulary. And if you are learning Swahili and you don't have the channels that you want to immerse yourself, go watch this video on top 16 channels to watch to immerse yourself in a language. Bye.